Hello, my name is Angelo P. Martinez, and I am here to discuss about media representation. Pop culture and music videos are like mirrors that show us how people see men and women. They can be fun to watch, but they also show ideas about how men and women act that everyone starts to think are normal. This is important because what we see in videos can change how we think about each other in real life. Examples in media. When we watch media, we see both good and bad examples of how it talks about men and women. Sounds like Run the World Girls by Beyonce make us feel strong and proud, especially girls. Lizzo tells us to love who we are, no matter what we look like. But sometimes, videos make us think that women are just there to look pretty, or that men always have to be tough and in charge. These ideas aren't fair and can hurt people's feelings. Case studies. Case studies media can be a powerful tool. It can show girls that they can be scientists or engineers, just like boys. It can help everyone understand and accept people who love differently or feel they are a different gender than when they were born. By showing these stories, media can teach us to be kind and open to everyone. The ripple effect media literacy means learning to think about what we watch and read. It's like being a detective and asking, is this really true? Or why are they showing this? People who make movies, shows, and songs have a big job because what they make can change how we all think. We, the people who watch and listen, also have power. We can choose what to watch and can say what we like and what we don't. Media representation is a double-edged sword. It can perpetuate harmful norms or be a catalyst for positive change. Let's actively engage with media, question its messages, and advocate for more inclusive narratives.
Good day everyone, I am Rafael Cloud and I am going to discuss the gender and education in the Philippines. Making education fair for everyone, ito ay ang edukasyon ay isang mahalagang aspeto ng buhay na dapat maging patas para sa lahat, anuman ang kanilang kasarian. Sa Pilipinas, patuloy ang pagsisikap na gawing mas inklusibo ang edukasyon at masiguro na ang bawat isa, lalaki man ito o babae, ay maipantay na oportunidad na matuto at umunlad. Overview of gender disparities in education. Bagamat may mga hakbang na ang Pilipinas patungo sa progreso, nananatili pa rin ang agwat sa edukasyon sa pagitan ng mga batang lalaki at babae. Karaniwang mas matagal sa paaralan ang mga babae, ngunit mas maraming lalaki ang maagang huminto sa pag-aaral. Kadalasan ay dahil kailangan nilang magtrabaho upang suportahan ang kanilang pamilya. Cultural norms and gender stereotypes. Sa ilang komunidad sa Pilipinas, mayroong tradisyonal na pananaw sa kung ano ang dapat gawin ng mga lalaki sa babae. Madalas na hinihikayat ang mga lalaki na matutos ng praktikal na kasanayan o mga kalakal. Samantalang inaasahan naman na tumulong sa gawaing bahay o mag-alaga ng mga miyembro ng pamilya ang mga babae. Tulad nga ng mga nabanggit ng iba, kung mga kasama sa kolehiyo, madalas na hinihikayat na kumuha ng kursong pang-siyentipiko ang mga kalalakihan, samantalang kababaihan naman ay mga kursong di masyadong nangangailangan ng pisikal na lakas at yung pwedeng ipagsabay sa tungkulin sa bahay sa pangmatagalan. Institutional barriers to gender exclusive education. Sa mga liblib na lugar, ang ilang paaralan ay maaring walang pangunahing pasilidad tulad ng hiwalay na banyo para sa mga babae at lalaki at babae na maaaring magdulot ng hindi kaginhawaan sa mga babae lalo na sa panahon ng kanilang buwanang dalaw. Ang pambubuli o karahasan sa paaralan ay mas maaring malaking problema para sa mga babae dahil na rin sa kaisipan na sila ay mahina, ngunit hindi dapat ganon.